Welcome back to the Masquerade of Misery, guys. I decided not to record a video, only my fucking voice, because anyway I look ugly as fuck and I would just end up having to blur my goddamn face, so it's pointless. What I want to talk about today is that I realized that it's true that the less desires and wants and needs you have, the more liberating it feels. I have really decreased the amount of things that I want to get or I want to do. And it also came with the fact that I lost enthusiasm, I lost any sort of fucking excitement towards things. And it comes with the fact that once you realize what life is and how it operates and all this shit, and you open your eyes, you just know that whatever you do that brings you any sort of joy is just distraction. It's all temporary. It will pass and then you are back to this fucking misery and this fucking boring ass life and your everyday tasks and chores, and you just gonna drown in them once again. Yeah, basically every fucking day is spent mainly the same way. You go to work, you get home, and then there are nice chores waiting for you there. So basically you work at the office and then you go home to do fucking work again, another type, but it's still work. So you barely get to rest. And even if you do the same usual bullshit, like scrolling through fucking social media, watching whatever goddamn videos, maybe read a little, play video games or whatever. But these things also just feel empty after a while. And in my case, I don't think there's any going back to feeling enthusiasm towards anything anymore. Because I noticed that even if I see something that catches my attention, or I get a sudden urge to, let's say, purchase an item, basically this enthusiasm dies down in a minute or two, and I just think about it and I'm like, you know what, I actually don't give a fuck. I don't even need this shit. I'm not even that hyped to do this or that sort of activity. They also say that if you do exercise, that's the best way for treating depression. And yeah, it can also help, you feel good when you do some exercise. But then it also passes, right? You get tired, you rest, then all these hormones that made you feel this satisfaction, they also decrease and you are back to the usual bullshit. So actually, no matter what the fuck you do, you will go back to the same state of misery and thinking about how fucking awful this life is. So there is no fucking escape. And you desperately try to search for things that, but there are things that are good in this life and things that bring me joy and some sort of happiness. Let's say you have a wonderful partner, or you have your family like I do. You have really good friends, or I don't know, you like exercising regularly and it brings you some sort of joy. Yes, but basically these things are also temporary, because these people who are in your life now, they will be fucking gone one day. Especially if they are your parents and way older than you. You have to deal with the fact that they will be fucking gone, and then what? What you do? Often my family, especially my parents, they try to cheer me up when I feel down, but look, we are together, we have each other, family and all that. And yes, I'm like, yeah, I have you guys, but for how long? They will be gone. My parents will be gone. And they are not young. The fucking clock is ticking. And anyway, anyone can die anytime. I could also die even fucking today after recording this goddamn video. Any fucking accident could happen to me. So these things, I'm like, yeah, I'm really fucking glad that I was lucky enough to have a good family, to be born into a very loving, understanding family who really stick together and everything. But the rest of the shit that comes with existing, the family, even this sort of family, is not enough to, make you forget all about it. And yeah, even these things that we get the constant urge to do something new, buy something new, is the fucking addiction. Because we want to feel this rush of the fucking dopamine and serotonin and whatnot, but then it dies down. It's the same when you use fucking drugs. You get high and then the low comes, but it's a really horrible fucking low, isn't it? So it's all fucking pointless because you are always back. You always come back to the fucking miserable state. That's our basic state of fucking human beings and any sentient creature. That's the default. That you are just fucking apathetic, bored, and miserable and whatnot. So I even stopped chasing these fucking things. Even just a pair of years ago, I constantly like looking for stuff. Or maybe I should get this fucking merch or get some new dresses. But basically it felt fucking empty after a while. I got these items, yeah, I cherish them, I like them. But then it becomes natural to have them and then you feel the emptiness again. So in my case, I actually cracked this fucking code of constantly wanting something. The only fucking thing I desire to have is my own fucking apartment, which seems like a completely unachievable fucking goal because we know nowadays how easy it is to get your own fucking property and place to live. But that's my only fucking thing I want. I don't even need a fucking luxurious place. A 2-bedroom apartment is perfectly fucking enough. But even that costs fucking high amounts of money. But yeah, basically aside from this, I don't want any fucking thing from life. I'm tired. What I want is rest. Eternal fucking rest. That's what I want. That's the only thing left that I want. And if it happened that there are multiple universes and realities and whatnot, the only thing I would want is that if I had to end up in another fucking world, I would want to be in the world where my fictional husband is and that's it, and live with him and then just fucking die together, that's it. But since I don't believe in this stuff, because honestly, the more I think about life and this universe and everything, spirituality and all this shit, the more I analyze these things and the older I get, the more my belief gets firmer that there is absolutely fucking nothing after we die. That's all there is. And most people are scared to accept this. And that's why they are so desperate trying to cling on to some sort of belief that there has to be more than this boring ass world. There has to be a lovely place where we all go and return to and all this shit. No, I believe that this is all there is. And even if there are other worlds where we could end up, I think they would suck equally as much, if not more. Because what makes us think that there is a lovely utopistic place anywhere? And even if there is, we are not lucky enough to end up there. So my conclusion that I've come to is that, yeah, I actually have less and less desires, but I don't even mind it because usually when you have desires and needs and wants and all this shit, it means spending money. And we don't live in an ideal world where you can, where you have proper salaries and you don't need to think of how you're gonna pay the bills and the rent and all this shit, and you can buy whatever the fuck you want. It's only for the 1% that controls all this crap. But for us, we really need to think about our spendings, right? Even someone like me who really knows how to take care of money, how to save it and everything, I don't fucking waste it on fucking bullshit. And even if I do, it's very moderate. I don't spend more than I can afford. So we buy all these fucking things, but they don't really bring true satisfaction. And I'm like, why should I just fucking spend my money all the time to later feel the same way after? Or even feel guilty right after purchasing that shit. So it's bullcrap. And I know that, a lot of people say that, well, but enjoy things while you can and don't restrict yourself too much because then you make yourself even more miserable. Yeah, I know all these things and I didn't hold back all the fucking time when I wanted something. I just got it because I knew that I could recover that money. And I never spend irrealistically a lot on things that I know that, oh, this shit is not worth this amount of money. Then I won't spend it and I won't buy that thing. But the thing is that I actually don't want new stuff. I don't give a fucking shit anymore. I have enough clothes, more than enough. I don't give much of a fuck about jewelry. I barely wear any, and if I do, it's maybe my fucking wristwatch, a ring, and maybe sometimes a bracelet, and that's it. I don't give a shit. Or occasionally earrings and necklace, but yeah, it's pretty rare, and I don't need more jewelry. They don't enthuse me like in the case of a lot of women, like, oh, jewelry, clothes, bags, shoes. I don't give a fucking shit. As long as I have a pair of fucking shoes and sandals for each fucking season, or maybe 2 pairs, I'm perfectly fine. I don't need more of that crap. So I'm not the type to always want something and keep collecting, and I in the end I can't even choose because there's too much to choose from. So that's what I noticed, that nah, I really don't desire shit anymore. I even remember, if we don't talk about material stuff, then relationships. How fucking badly I craved to be in a relationship, to have a fucking boyfriend or husband in my teens and in my 20s. How much I fucking craved it. And yeah, that's what made me even more miserable, because I constantly compare myself to my other acquaintances, female acquaintances and friends, that look, she also has a boyfriend. Oh, look, the other one also got one, even though, let's say, she was even more shy and timid and religious and all this shit, and yet even she got one. All of them getting into relationships and marrying, while I just stayed single and I couldn't find a guy of my dreams and all this shit, and constantly failed in any attempt, even if there were any, because it was pretty rare that I found the guy I was actually interested in, and the guys who went after me usually were really not my fucking type, and some of them were even just fucking creepy, but I'm not getting into it. So yeah, it just made me more miserable, always wanting, craving love, craving to have an intimate partner, cuddles, kisses, all this shit. And now I don't give a shit. I really don't. I don't feel the slightest interest in relationships and dating, especially seeing how it is nowadays, how the dating scene is nowadays. And I know it would just come with other sort of problems. Relationships won't save you, won't erase all your suffering, it won't make life any more beautiful. Temporarily it can bring you some joy and relief, and it's good to have a, let's say, a companion and everything, but that's it. So the point is, I stopped yearning for these fucking things like, oh, romance, relationship, because they come with their own set of problems. It's great to have a really great partner who is there with you and you can count on them, and you make a really great team and all this shit, and you can face all this bullshit together. It's, of course, it's better to face it with someone and be loved and everything, but it's so fucking rare, guys. Look at all the amount of divorces, how many breakups there are. People just fucking use each other and then toss each other away once there's nothing left to drain from them or gain from them, right? So fucking transactional, all this bullshit. And you spend all this time and energy and money on someone that might really end up just fucking you up. What's the fucking point? So I have really no desire for this bullshit anymore. I'm fine as I am, and if I live alone and fucking die alone, well, we all die alone, don't we? Because no one's coming with us. The Reaper takes everyone separately. You don't take anyone to the fucking afterlife, and honestly, I don't even believe in fucking afterlife. And I don't even want there to be one, because that would just mean I would still continue existing, still going through bullshit, and let's not even think for a moment that there's any utopistic afterlife where it's all rainbows and we live in harmony and with the animals and humans love each other. Bull fucking shit. Because if the same souls go to this place, it's the same, these are the same people who live here right now. So what makes anyone think that people would get along in a different place? Because if we ourselves are the same, it means that we would make the same mistakes, we would commit the same crimes, and all the same shit would just continue, but in a different place. No one would suddenly become saint and a good person and full of love. Fucking bullcrap, that's what it is. Yeah, honestly, I don't believe in this fairy tale shit anymore. Not like I ever did that much, but you know, people love hoping for these things. So yeah, it's all make-believe and just the false hope of humanity. They wanna hold on to something that, you know, after we die, that there's something better waiting. Basically, non-existence is the better thing. That's the best fucking outcome, honestly. Not existing whatsoever. The same way when before we were born, right? We don't remember it because we didn't fucking exist, and how good it was. We didn't miss out on anything, we didn't experience any fucking shit. And that's the state where I wanna go back, and I never wanted to ever get interrupted ever fucking again. Because I'm tired of this shit. I'm 30 plus and I'm already tired of this fucking bullcrap. And to think that I might have fucking decades more in this same shit, and I don't even know, you know, I don't even know what fucking best thing's gonna happen to me today or tomorrow. I live in this constant fucking anxiety, anticipating something fucking bad to happen, because this year has been nothing but cocksucking, constant fucking rape in the ass without fucking lube. And when this is all your life is, constant fucking bad luck, then you always anticipate the next. Or when even something good happens to you, you get even more anxious because you're like, oh, the punishment's gonna come. Just for this fucking temporary good thing in your life. And you know, to think that maybe I have decades and decades more of this shit. Because you know, as lucky as I am, I'm gonna live a long, long, miserable life. Or if the Reaper takes me away, I would suffer fucking awfully before that relief arrives. And yeah, these are the thoughts that frustrate me to know and that scare me. Not the fucking thing that, oh, what will await me once I die? Hopefully fucking nothing. And I'm more afraid of what's awaiting me in the future. That's more scary to me, because I know that this is actually real. I feel it, I see it, I experience it. And these hypothetical fucking things, I don't fucking give a shit about them, because they are either true or not. No one fucking knows. Even if these self-proclaimed fucking gurus and preachers and truthers claim that, oh yeah, I know the ultimate truth because I had a fucking near-death experience or out-of-body experience, or I had a dream about this and that fucking bullshit. It's all your goddamn brain, you shit. And then of course these bitches go on writing books and monetizing their fucking newly gained wisdom and knowledge and all this shit. How interesting. Fucking scammers, that's what they are. Anyway, back to this topic of, you know, not desiring anything or not feeling enthusiasm. Yeah, it's true, I don't feel fucking enthusiastic about things anymore. Oh, we go on a family vacation, yeah, cool. I'm really looking forward to it, but even we can have bad luck with that, like shitty weather and whatnot, or arguments that spoil it. Or, you know, that week passes like in the blink of a fucking eye, and then you are back working the usual fucking slave life. What is 1 or 2 weeks in one fucking year to rest and relax properly? By the time you start to truly relax, you have to return. So, you know, these things, I don't feel any fucking excitement anymore, any enthusiasm. I lost it all. I'm like a really like fucking walking dead, and I think most of us are this way, but most people are afraid to admit it, and that's why they keep looking for stimulations and dopamine rush in any fucking way. And there are some who are so desperate that they even pay to end up in fucking dangerous situations and even risking fucking death. Like bungee jumping, you know, in parachute bullshit and all those things. It's because this existence is just fucking boring. Let's face it, it's fucking boring, monotonous, cruel, fucking rigged. And yeah, you know, when they come with my family, they're over, we have each other, and the family will always be here. First of all, it's a lie, because all of us will die, so it's not like we're gonna be around forever to and be there for each other, right? And yeah, I really fucking appreciate the fact that at least I was born into a really good family and not some abusive fucking household. I am fucking grateful for that, yes. But when you look at the big picture, family won't save you, your husband or wife won't save you from all this shit. Your kids won't bring you salvation. Quite the contrary. And talking about kids, there are maybe around 3 months left until my niece is born, which means that even family can become a fucking pain in the ass, because every fucking thing will revolve around that kid. Every fucking person will, pamper the baby, and everything will be about the fucking baby. You always have to accommodate to the needs of that fucking baby. We won't be able to do things as we used to do before she was born, right? Everything will fucking change. And on top of that, my brother and his wife want 2 fucking kids. So this one is just the beginning of the nightmare. And I'm happy I don't have my own, but they have to bring 1 or possibly 2 here and force me into the fucking auntie position. And you can't just say, oh, but you don't have to partake in it, or nah, you can't avoid it. One way or another, if your sibling has a fucking child, you will be involved, even if you don't want to. Because all the things that happen somehow will involve you. You will end up in the fucking chaotic bullshit. It's just like life, we are not the willing participants of this shit. Things just happen to us whether we want it or not. We get dragged along. But people don't think about others, just about themselves, and they don't give a shit how the other people feel. No one fucking asks me what I think about becoming an auntie, right? It's just, okay, they want kids, they want their little genetic copy, and who the fuck cares if I cringe at the thought of being an aunt or not. Everyone will be in this fucking rosy fucking state of, look how cute she is, the little hands and feet, the chubby cheeks, the little sounds, those cute movements, and all this shit lasts for maybe a year or 2, and then they start growing up, they start getting more and more fucking annoying, and other fucking issues come. It's the same when people, buy these cute little baby animals, puppies, kitties, all this shit, but those puppies and kitties grow up. Or even the mini pigs. They are not actually mini pigs. They grow up to be big ass pigs, right? Or normal size ones. And you have to keep taking care of them. Even if their cuteness fades away and now they just chew on your fucking shoes or maul your fucking furniture, destroy it, break things. Anyway, I think if I really end up alone, living on my fucking own, I would anyway still get a pet. Most probably a dog. It would be good to have some companion who doesn't fucking piss me off all the fucking time, because even if you compare the trouble that pets can bring, like the ones I mentioned, they are still not as fucking annoying and troublesome as a human being. It's still way better to deal with them. At least they listen to you, if you train them and everything. Especially with the dogs, they really show gratitude, appreciation, and genuine unconditional love. Even if it's maybe just some instinct that, oh, this person takes care of me, therefore I feel attachment. But yeah, it's still more honest than the fucking humans, right? Because with humans, it's all transactional, it's all about the fucking ego. Oh, guys, I'm so tired. I'm fucking exhausted of this fucking life, honestly. There are days when I feel it even more than usual. It gets way heavier than usual. Other times I just shrug my shoulders and just keep going with this shit. Still hating it, but anyway, but it's more bearable. And other times it just weighs on me, So yeah, even in my voice you can hear it, how fucking exhausted I am. I'm fatigued. Even with this channel, especially in the beginning, I had enthusiasm. Oh, I do my little fucking makeup, put on the mask, think about my hairstyle or what dress or clothes I put on for the video, getting the set and everything, and now even that feels like a pain in the fucking ass to do. And I just end up making an audio or just record myself as I am, sitting somewhere at the office or whatever, and then just blur my ugly ass face. But anyway, it's not for my looks that people follow me, at least that's what I assume. And what matters is what I fucking say, right? But anyway, I will still keep this channel running, because we need more people like us who dare to say things out loud that most people don't dare. So I will keep being one of those people, but the only thing is that I will rarely have the energy and motivation to actually think about my outfit and the fucking clothes, the mask and all this shit, hairstyle. Once in a while I will do it still because, yeah, I'm like, oh, I managed to make a decent look and I like the background and all that crap, so still better looking at it than a fucking black screen or whatever pictures or blurred as face. But yeah, we will see. But that's my conclusion. I don't know how you guys feel, let me know. I'm pretty sure there are many like me who just lost all their enthusiasm about anything. Even, these things that used to bring you some sort of hype or excitement or you look forward to it, now it's just whatever. You are like, yeah, nice, but yeah, life sucks. It's so true. When I see something, I get enthusiastic for maybe a minute and then it dies down immediately. Because I think about it and then I'm just like, you know what, whatever. And I don't even feel the need to buy any fucking material shit anymore because I know that it's just all trap, capitalistic bullshit trap, and it won't change anything. It will just take up more space in my already fucking small apartment that we rent. No need for more fucking bullcrap that collects the dust. Once in a while, if I end up really wanting something, I'm gonna buy it if it's not too expensive, but anyway, I know it will just be temporary, that joy I feel. Or, I still look at some of my things and I'm like, I'm really fucking glad I purchased it back in the day. I'm glad to have it, but I don't desire newer things or more stuff to collect because it's pointless shit. And it's the same with humans. I don't desire meeting new people, having more friends and all this shit or romance because it's also pointless. Like how many fucking friends I had throughout my life and where are they? Where are those fucking people? They are all gone. And not because I kicked them out of my life, right? It's because they fucking left. Once I stop messaging them or asking them how they are doing and trying to keep the contact or keep in contact, they don't give a fucking shit. And that just proves that most of the times you are not very important to other people as they are to you. So why should you put all the effort to stay in touch and always be the one who initiates conversations or even going out somewhere? That's a great test, guys. Test it. If you feel like you are the one who always puts in the effort, who always messages first and cares more, try it. Disappear for a pair of weeks or even days and see if they will start missing you and caring about you and asking how the fuck you are doing. Most of them won't do that. Most of them will be fucking alright without you because you are just another fish in the fucking sea, and temporarily, while they still have had use of you, they kept you around, but once you don't bring any benefit for them, they fucking leave. That's why I stopped messaging all of them, because once I noticed that I stopped and then they never fucking wrote and I was always the one initiating every fucking conversation, I grew fucking tired of it. Because if I feel I'm not wanted around, I won't fucking push. Then I'm like, you know what, then fuck you. I won't be pathetic and run after someone who doesn't really want me around. I'm tired of pleasing people and wanting to stay in touch with people who really just don't give a shit about me, right? We are all alone in the end. All these friendships are just temporary shit. Relationships the same. It's very rare that two people stick together until the fucking grave. It's very fucking rare, especially nowadays. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I reached this point, guys. No enthusiasm, no desires, no needs. Just basic fucking shit, but it's because my body forces me to want those things like food and sleep. It's because you're trapped in this flesh prison that keeps you in this fucking loop of needing to sustain yourself. But other than this, I'm really losing any sort of strong emotions, I feel numb as fuck. I know that everything is just temporary distraction, temporary relief, temporary joy. The shit is constant and we are drowning in it. So I'm closing with this. Take care, guys. And I really like the fact that there are more and more people like us out there and more of us make channels and speak the truth. Because I noticed that younger people see through the bullshit and they're fed up. And yeah, they have all the right to be upset. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, because I enjoy reading through the comments. So thank you guys for sticking around, and see you next time, whenever that is. Praise the Reaper.